Hey, what's up guys, Luckz here bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be doing another LEGO Minecraft to actual Minecraft comparison video. This time we'll be taking a look at the first minifigure scaled LEGO Minecraft set ever released, which is set 21113, The Cave. Came with 249 pieces, and as you can see here, it was a pretty simplistic cave build. Nothing too special, something we can still see today, but obviously it's definitely made some strides from back in the day. And as you can see here in game, we'll see how I decide to translate this. Obviously there's some stuff to look at here, not too much, but just enough to deem it important enough to point out here. So without further ado, let's get started. And as always, we're starting with the minifigures. So first off, we got our Steve figure here. This is a very common Steve. This is the first minifigure Steve we've gone, and it's a pretty good one, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is pretty much what you would want out of a Minecraft or LEGO Minecraft Steve. They nailed it the first time, and they have not changed it since. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. But something definitely that would have been a little neat to get updated would be the sleeve printing. The printing for the skin tone on these older figures are definitely a lot higher quality than they are nowadays. I'll tell you that right now. You can see a lot more of that flesh tone being more consistent, and overall pretty nice here. Not too much to take a look at. Back in the day, definitely something special. Nowadays, you know, it's nice to get if you've never gotten one before, but this is what you would typically expect from a LEGO set. Now, moving on. Next up here, we have the zombie. Now, the zombie here, obviously, we've got multiples of these as well, but these guys are a bit more collectible, or at least you can build up more of them and not be too upset, unlike the Steves. Our first iteration of the zombie, they nailed it. They haven't changed it since. Again, the only thing you would really change here would be to add some sleeves on it, but besides that, you know, pretty good. Always nice to get these guys. It's a cave set, so these are typically one of the most common mobs you would find even in caves. So yeah, makes sense for its inclusion here. And last up, the last figure included here is this spider. This is a brick build spider, not an actual figure, but you know, you can obviously classify it as one if you really want to. This is a very interesting build, that's for sure. It's I say pretty bulky in the legs, but obviously I know what they're going for. They want a little bit of mobility on the legs. You can move them up and down, you can move them left to right. They could come off a little easily if you pull too hard or move them too much, but honestly it works pretty well for what they're trying to represent, and I think it translates pretty alright. They still use this design to this day, so obviously they're confident in how this is built. The face printing, very nice there. The body, at least like the center, the transition from the head to, I'll call it the back of the spider, definitely a big size difference there. Usually it's more proportionate when it comes to the in-game one, but this is probably the best they could do at the time, and obviously still to this day. So we'll see if this spider build ever improves, but for the meantime, you know, it's pretty alright. Gets the message across, and a pretty nice figure for back in the day. That's it for all the figures included. Let's move on to the build. So with this build, there's a fair amount of stuff to take a look at, to point out, and I'm going to start off from the left and move our way to the right. So one thing I want to point out first would be the usage of the smooth stone bricks here. Obviously I could use smooth stone as is, like this kind of stone right here is I'm looking at, but I decided to use a smooth stone just because, as you can see in the set here, the tone of the bricks being used in the LEGO Minecraft set are a lot lighter than the typical gray you would expect from regular stone. That's why I used a lot more smooth stone here. Obviously they're just trying to represent the cave, so it would be covered in regular stone, but I think this would look a little bit more better if I'm trying to represent or recreate the set here. Obviously it might not be as accurate given that they're trying to represent just regular stone, but I think the trade-off here is worth it. I've done it in previous set recreations before. I think I'll stick to my judgment here, and we'll see what you guys think. So first off, like I mentioned, let's start from the left. Bottom here, we can see a little bit of a lava fall. This is a pretty typical lava fall. Nothing too special here. They use a lot of slow pieces here to represent lava flow. I obviously made the lava flow here as well, and a little bit of translucent pieces for the actual like lava fall here, as you can see in the set. In front of it, we can actually see a lava bucket. Now this can be a water bucket or a lava bucket. They give you that option in the set. I decided to put a lava bucket here just to add on to the lava, I guess. Nothing too big to point out here, but obviously it's a nice little lava flow that leads into a lava pool. But before we get there, we got a piece of gold here, a gold ore to be exact. We got a little bit more gold ore in the back here with some redstones. Pretty nice finds, pretty typical finds here. A lot more of the smooth stone being spread about. Up here we can see a little bit of a balcony. I'm not going to call it a balcony, but just a little bit of an extension of the top cave here. Up, if we go all the way up top, we can see a double chest. And then we open up the double chest, we can find in there is a single piece of bread. That's what's included in the set. That's what's included here. You know, something typical. Maybe something you found out of a spawner, or just something Steve wanted to leave down here in case he got hungry. It's there. It's optional. It's nice. Moving back down to the lava fall here, we can see where it leads, and leads to a lava pool, and you can see it's colliding with some water here. Now obviously when water and lava touches, it makes obsidian, so this makes complete sense here. The obsidian is dividing the water and lava from becoming even more obsidian, I guess. So yeah, nice little feature here. Definitely makes sense. You can definitely find like a bunch of naturally made obsidian by just natural water and lava touching, so makes complete sense here. We got a little bit of a elevation gap here. Moving back up, we're more in the center. We can see a ladder leading up to this higher elevated chest here, as I mentioned before. Moving back down, we can see some torches being spread about in the cave entrance, as well as out here by the grass. Moving more to the right, we can see some coal ore and iron ore being exposed in the open, as well as some TNT. Now, since this set was an older set, it doesn't have a play feature with the TNT, unlike how they would have it today. Like any set with a TNT included will have a little exploding feature, but not here. Though it was a very nice piece to get, a very nice print for the TNT. Still works out to this day, and yeah, I'm not upset with that. Obviously, how this set is trying to represent this cave here is that this side would be the entrance of the cave, given that it has coal and iron exposed. Ores you would typically find at a higher Y level, so a higher elevation of your world, near the grass, as you can see here, that they try to represent as well. And as you go more right of the set, it's supposed to represent a more dip of your Y, going deeper in the cave, and that's where you would find more of the redstone and the gold ore, as well as some natural obsidian being located here as well. If we take a look at the back here, nothing too much to show, just a little bit more of what is representing the set. And so yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, not too much to see here. This was a small $20 set for back in the day. 249 pieces, a lot of basic parts here. But for the first LEGO Minecraft set, you know what? This is to be expected. We still see some or similar iterations of these kind of sets today. The most recent example will be the Abandoned Mine. Pretty similar, slight differences for obviously slightly more advanced building techniques, given that LEGO Minecraft's been around for almost 10 years already. But yeah, if I got this set back in the day, when it came out, I'd be extremely hyped to get this. A pretty neat set overall. To today's standards, definitely a bigger drastic change slash dip in quality. Honestly, it stayed pretty consistent throughout the years. Slight differences, as I mentioned before, and just overall a pretty nice set to take a look at. One of the first ones, to be exact. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. You guys can tell me down below if I made the right decision by using smooth stone, or you think I should have used regular stone for this little cave structure. Obviously, I was trying to match the color. Could have been more accurate if I just used regular stone. But yeah, you guys can tell me down below what you think. Anyways, guys, like I mentioned before, that's all I got for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be taking a look at more of the newer LEGO Minecraft sets in my channel here soon. And obviously, with the hype building up for the summer sets, that's also something you guys should be looking forward to. That's definitely something I'm looking forward to. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new. I have a playlist linked at the end to all the LEGO Minecraft sets, to actual Minecraft comparison videos I've made, if you want to check more out. But anyways, have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.